I have an entrepreneur at the table who provides cleaning services for the elderly and people with disabilities. And this is so important, and his service is so unique because many times our elderly, sometimes they have what we call hoarding behaviors, where they just collect over the years, and they don't throw away anything, and then one day they wake up and all of this stuff, clutter, has just literally taken over their homes. And this can be dangerous as well, with so much junk or clutter in one's home, because you can actually fall and hurt yourself. Or I've even heard of people getting covered up and smothered under so much stuff, because some people, it literally goes up to the ceiling. So Mr. Hunter is going to talk to us about his services and tell you how he really did help someone who was in their 90s.
Gregory, I may be needing you Saturday and Sunday. You should see the mess that's downstairs. He needs a electric sander, and stuff is everywhere, all over the house. It's terrible in the basement. So take you a day to clean up the basement. Give me a call, please. Thanks. Bye.
Mr. Hunter, can you tell us just right quickly, give us a summarization of your services, and I'm going to have you all back on the show so we can get dialogue even more than we have today about this, because I want to hear more about your stories. But just quickly, what do you do in your services that other people don't do?
Okay. In my services, we actually transform lives through the process of intensive cleaning. We provide services to the assisted living agencies for particularly their caseworkers.
Oh, wow.
When they have a caseworker who's dispatched to provide care for one of their clients.
Yes.
And they'll get to the job site and they'll find that their environment is unlivable.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I've seen that hoarding.
Hoarding. One case, we had a 90-year-old gentleman who had been smoking in his house for 45 years.
Wow.
And it was a live-in job for the caseworker.
Yes.
And she actually rejected the work site until the place was properly cleaned with a professional cleaning company.
I'm sure.
So what we do is we go in and we do the intensive cleaning from ceiling to wall, floor to floor. Every single item in the house gets a thorough cleaning, including the air. And when we finish the job, the caseworker was actually able to stay and provide care. And the joke was actually with the owner, the person who was getting the care, was, who's going to make you happy now that he's gone?
Well, that is awesome. I mean, and that's a very unique skill set in itself because
Yes.
and now when you say case manager live in, you mean a personal care assistant,
A
not
personal,
the case
a
manager.
personal care assistant.
Okay, you're right. Okay, I
right.
just wanted to make that distinction
Okay.
because case managers generally are people like me who are social workers or they are nurses or
Right.
occupational therapists, and we do the initial assessments as I did for Miss Ellerby and Mr. Cotton.
Right.
And we help people to link to community and government resources. So there have been some of my clients I probably would have moved in for a little while too, but I have so many other clients that I can't really afford to do that. But some people do require live-in care.
Right.
Yeah.
And I do have cases where we have hoarders.
Yes.
We did a case last summer with a lady who was caring for her mother, but she herself was a hoarder. And so she ended up actually cluttering 2 properties.
Exactly. And that happens. What about the epidemic that we have here in the district and around the country with bed bugs? Are you ever encountered, do you ever encounter situations with bed bugs?
We encounter all types of insects, and we deal with microorganisms as well, from anything from mold to mouse droppings.
Wow.
Which is also something that's common
Yes.
amongst a house that has a hoarder.
Sure.
Often you'll find the mouse droppings in the urine.
Yes.
So we provide service for the elderly so that they don't catch an infection
Exactly.
from contact.
Well, that's excellent. I'm telling you, I'm just really impressed with that service. And again, Miss Ellerby, Mr. Cotton, and Mr. Hunter, you have been fabulous guests today, and I so much appreciate you for coming in, and I'm so glad to know that your father is doing better with care now. And you know, you indicated that you are a retired police officer,
Yes.
and that being a caregiver to your father is actually harder than when you were a police officer.
Actually, it is.
Yeah, it's difficult being a caregiver. And my goal for this show is to provide the community with resources so the caregivers and people like Miss Ellerby can get all the help that they need, because you have a right to age in place. We'll see you next time. Thank you.